Hi, good evening. According to abnormal psychology, the meaning of psychopathology is the field of concern with the nature and development of psychological disorders. I found it interesting as I was reading that we must not only recognize our own perceived notions of psychology disorders, but we must also confront and work to change the stigma that's often associated with these conditions. I feel this is important for individuals to realize that there is a stigma regarding mental health. And due to this stigma, many people doesn't seek help when they're experiencing mental health issues. I personally feel if we can conquer this stigma, more individuals will feel better about seeking help and have a healthier, happier lives. As I was reading the article and an overview of psychopathology, exploring problems associated with mental health, we have to learn how to understand them, how to classify them, and how to fix them. The more individuals seek help, get diagnosed, the proper treatment can be administered so they can continue to live a healthier life. They had listed some signs of psychopathology that it also depends on the individual's condition. Some of the different signs to look for is changing of eating and sleep habits, changes in one's mood. If an individual is becoming more excessive in worry and having more anxiety and fear of things. If the individual is just feeling distress, feeling irritable or anger, and just plain having trouble with coping with daily life. Especially in today's society with everything going on, coping with daily life can be difficult for many of us. The article, A Christian Worldview, states that viewing the world, the Christian worldview is viewing the world through a Christian biblical lens. And according to the articles, The Varieties of Religious Therapy, it says that psychotherapy methods are similar to mainstream methods. Sometimes if the counselor and the client have the same faith belief, they can discuss that. And during cognitive therapy, they can deal with values, beliefs as the client shares their stories. But ultimately, God is our agent of all good, and this was including the change in an individual during therapy. I feel in the secular world, I go back to the stigma of mental health. I think this hinders individuals for seeking help for their mental illness. And I feel acknowledging that there is mental health and it's okay to seek treatment, this will help with many people suffering with their problems. A couple Bible verses came to mind. Romans 12:2, do not conform any longer to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. The second one is Proverbs 12:25. An anxious heart weighs a man down, but a kind word cheers him up. To me, both of these verses is saying renewing your mind and seeking kind words is going to help with an anxious heart. We all go through difficult times every day in our lives, and it's just how we learn to cope with them. And leaning on God and seeking His Word will help us feel less anxious and help us cope with the struggles that we are dealing with on a daily basis. And finding help and with a counselor and seeking God's help will help us continue to live a healthier life. Thank you for your time.